Welcome back to my next tutorial. So here we will talk about tables in a web page. As you know that HTML tables enables us to effectively present large amount of data in rows and columns. You know, our table generally also if we see our Excel sheet, okay, Excel sheet is a kind of table only. We don't have to create the tables. It's we already get the worksheet that is having rows and columns. Same way here, but here we have to create the table that will help us to present and organize the overall structure of a web page. The place there rows and columns intersect are called cells, or you can say the intersection of rows and columns are called cells. And each cell can hold web page content or link. Okay, it can hold web page content or link. Using HTML attributes, you can set the size of an entire table as well as the size of particular cells. Okay, so here are building blocks of HTML tables that we have to keep in mind. Are table, table row, th, that is table heading. Okay, here table data. So let's see what are they. Table tag defines the table itself. Okay, we use to create the table in web page, we use this tag. Tr tag we use to define a table row. Okay, th tag defines the table header. TD tag defines the table data or cell content. Okay, so it's like these tags plays important role. We have to take care of these role. So here it is the basic table structure that we basically use, okay, to create a table. So when we have to create a table, we have to use table tag, tr for table row, th for content, okay, table header, td tag for data, whatever the data you want to insert inside the table. Okay, so we are going to close tr tag. We are starting here and closing here. Fine. Then after that we have to close the table tag. When we will move further, okay, we will talk about attributes also. Attributes, they are the additional features. They provide the additional functions of the tags. Okay, so let's see. Here we have few attributes that we will use. Okay, first is align. Okay, there are these types of alignments are here. Okay, that is left, right, center, justify and cal. Okay, so it's a visual alignment, means it is used for aligning the content in an individual cell or and the table itself. Like you can see here, in this table they are left aligned. Okay, so if you want to align right, if you want to align center, you can do all the alignment of the data with the help of these attributes. Okay, so basically two types of alignments are there: horizontal alignment and vertical alignment. Horizontal includes left, right or center. Okay, and vertical alignment includes top, middle or bottom. Fine. Vertical alignment for an entire table cannot be specified. Clear? So this is the alignment. What is BG color? BG color means it specifies the background color of the table. So you can write over their color name also. Okay, you can write over there RGB number also. Okay, and you can use the hexadecimal code also. Fine. Any out of these three, any one of them will work. Okay, so border. Next is border. Okay, it always define in pixels. Okay, it specifies the border width, value of 0 means no border. If you will assign 0 value, okay, that means no border. Fine. So default value varies with each browser. Okay, default value of the border varies with each browser. So next is cell padding. Cell padding is also defined in pixels or percentage. Okay, what is it? It specifies the space between the cell borders and their content. Clear? Cell spacing, it is also defined in pixels or percentage. Specifies the space between the cells. Okay. Summary, what is summary? It's a simple text. Okay, it's a text string, you can say that gives the brief description of the table, or you can say it provides the summary of the content. Okay, width, it is also defined in pixels or percentage. Okay, next is specifies the width of the table. Fine. Border color, obviously if you will give the color, if you will assign the border, then definitely you will also try to make it more attractive. Okay, so means same here, you can give the color name, hexadecimal code or RGB number. Fine. So it specifies the border color of the table. All these things we will use in our practical. Okay, in the practical session in the next slide. Okay, it will be more clear to you. Clear? So one thing I just want to tell you, a table has three parts: row, header cell and data cell. Okay, row is what? It is the horizontal line of the data. What is header? It describes the data in a row or column. And what is data cell? Contains data or information that we want to display. So three terms, a table has three parts: row, header cell and data cell. So in the next slide we will see the practical also, how we can use the attribute, table tag, tr, table heading tag, everything. Okay, the alignment of the content. Fine. And adding the border, how to add the border to a table. And next we will talk about spanning the cells. Okay, that spanning the cells also we will talk about over there. Okay, adding the color to a table. Spanning means here we simply merge. Okay, we merge the things. Fine. So I hope you will better understand with the practical. Let's see here how to create a table, okay, in HTML. Fine. So I already have written the basic basic text here. Fine. So after that, let me give you give the header here first for the table h1. Just wait. Okay, suppose I am writing here class 6 time table. Fine. Just suppose I'm creating timetable. Okay, fine. This is the header. Then after that, let me close. Okay, fine. Now after that, you know, we in a table we have three parts. First is row, then header cell, then the data cell. Row, it is the horizontal line of the data. Header cell, it describes the data in a row or column. Data cell, that contains the information or data that we want to display. Okay, so let's see here. Just suppose I am having here days. Okay, then after that I am giving just tabs 1 2, I think 1 is 2. Okay, or 1 is sufficient. Fine. Then I will write here first period. Okay, then second period, third period, fourth period. Let first of all create till fourth period only. Okay, now after that I have to enter the data that I want to display in the next row of the table. Okay, so what I will do, I will simply go there. Okay, and simply write down day is Monday. Okay, just suppose I am having English period. then I am having maths period, okay, then I am having social science period, then I am having science. Okay, just suppose then next day it's Tuesday, fine. So just wait, let me remove this. Okay, fine. So next is, so Tuesday, just suppose first is games period, okay, then I have maths period, just suppose, okay, I am just writing down English period, then GK period, okay, then after that next day Wednesday, okay. So next period is like, just suppose I have computer period, then I have social science period, okay, then after that I have science period, fine, then after that again I have English period, okay. This is all what, okay. Now see, I already closed my body tag, HTML tag. We will save this file and we will see the change, okay. I already saved this file. I'll repeat how to save the file. Okay, file, save as, okay, you have to simply write down the file name here, okay. Suppose I am writing here table dot html, okay. Then after that I will click on all files, save, okay. So let's go to that folder only and I will see, you can see this is my browser file, okay. When I will open this file, it will show me the data, okay, what I created over there, like this, okay, fine. So how my data is coming now, you can see here, it all, everything is coming in one line, okay, everything is coming in one line. Now what we have to do, I am telling you step by step, okay. So take care. This was the simple thing that I told you. If you will write like this, your data will appear in this form, okay. Now if we will use let me change the heading also here, tables, okay, fine. After that, now what I will do, I have to use fine, I have to use now table tag before the text that you entered for the table, okay. Like this is my first thing. So what I will do, press enter. Now I will press use the table tag, okay. After that I will use tr tag. Tr means it is this tag is basically used for row, okay, because this is our first row, okay. So tr we will use, okay, before the text for each row in the table. Whenever you will create the each row, you have to close it and you have to start it also, you have to close it also, like this way, fine. Then same here, this is also the next row, starting it, okay. Then after that I am closing it, oh sorry, slash, I am closing it, done. Then after that I will start it, okay, enter, fine. Then I will close it, okay. Then after that again what I will do, I will start it, okay, sorry, okay, start it. Then after that what I have to do, I simply have to close tr tag, clear. Now what is left, what we have to close at the end, we have to close the table tag too, because we have started it, so we have to close it also. So let's save this file, okay, and check the output now, okay. I will refresh it, okay. There is no change, there is no change. Let me check the code first, okay, Fine. Now we have written the rows, closed, fine. Okay, there is no change again. Now what we will use? We will use the header. Okay, table header. Fine. And th tag for table heading, and whatever the data we are entering, we will use in front of that td tag. Okay, so let's see how to do it now. Okay, you have seen how I am doing it step by step. First I have shown you the raw data when I will write simple in a simple way how it will display. Now I have used the table tag and tr tag. Again there was no change. Okay, now we will use header tag. Okay, so header, what is my header? This one. Fine, th. Okay, then I have to close th also. Fine, like this. Now next header is 1. So what I will do? th. Okay, then I will close it. th. Fine, then again I will start th tag. Okay, then again I will close th tag. Fine, then I will start th tag. Okay, then again I will do this th tag, then I will close this header. Okay, this thing I have done now. Fine, so next is what I have to do here. Now I have to work on data. Okay, now which tag I have told you for data? td tag. Okay, before everything you have to use td tag like this, starting, then ending. Okay, then again starting. Fine. Okay, then again ending here /td. Okay, starting. Okay, fine. Excuse me. Again td tag. Okay, then here again what I will do? td tag starting, then after that I will use td closing. Oh sorry, what I have put? td closing here. Fine, then again starting. Fine, after that again I have to use /td tag. Clear? So for every data I have to do this. Fine. Oh my god. Okay, td tag. Okay, then after that I have to close td tag like this. td tag start. Okay, then after that I have to close td tag. Okay, then again I have to start td tag. Okay, then again you can see here. Fine, starting. Great, then closing. Okay, starting. Of course here I will close like this. Fine. Okay, now again here also same, because it is also the data. Okay, then same way I will start and close like this way. Fine, this way, then this, then this. Okay, clear? Same starting also we have to done. Then I hope it is very clear to you, because it's quite easy. As you will practice for it, you will feel like easy. Okay, closing. Fine, like this. So I hope I have done. Save and let me refresh the file and let's see. Great. Now we got our timetable in the form of exact timetable that we want. Yes, of course. Yes, of course, there are no lines, there are no boxes, there are no highlighting, no border to the table. Okay, but yes, it little bit it looks like a table only. Okay, so the web browser will display the table like this way. Now let's see how to center the table. Okay, to align a table to improve the appearance of the web page. So to improvement we can use the center tag before our this tag. Okay, so what I will do, I will write here center. Okay, fine. Then I have to close the center tag also here. Okay, same way you can see here. Oh god, oh god. Fine, exactly like this. Okay, so let's see the changes in the browser. Okay, F5. Now your table has come to the center. Of course we have to bring this heading also to the center, so let's do that also. Great. If I'll remove, just suppose, this heading, Control S. Okay, I will use my center tag here only, center. Then I will close the center tag here. Okay, fine. Control S. Let me refresh the browser like this way. Okay, so web browser will display the table which is center aligned. Now next thing, this this is a simple table. Okay, there is no lines, there is no box, simple. You just can have the layout of the timetable. Now what we will do, now we will add the border to a table. Okay, we will add the border. Fine, so we can add a border to a table to separate the each cell in the table using the border attribute. Fine, this will make the data in the table easier to read. Fine, so you can also define the thickness of the border in pixels. Okay, so let's see how to do that also. So in front of table only, we have to give here border size, border RDER. Okay, border is equal to whatever the size you want to give, 4, 5. Okay, I am giving 5 here. Clear? Then after that, let's see, okay, how the output looks like. Okay, Control S. Let me refresh the browser. Okay, you can see here is a good, it is looking nice now. It is automatically simply adjusting the text in the cell. You can see no text is going outside the cell. Like Wednesday is a long word, but it adjusts itself in the cell. Okay, so now next is spanning cells. Okay, spanning of cells. It means that you can combine 2 or more cells in a row or column to make one large cell. Means you can merge the cells. Okay, we can merge the cells. The attributes that we use in spanning the cells, if you have to do the columns, then you will use col span. If rows, then you have to use row span. That indicates how many columns or rows a cell should take up. Okay, so spanning cells, in the end I will say spanning cell means merging of cells. Okay, so let's see how to do that also. Okay, spanning cells. So what I'll do, find HTML. I did not written here head, okay, title, great. Then I will give the title tables only. I will close title tag, okay, like this. Fine. Now, or you can write spanning, okay, you can write spanning also, because we are doing spanning word. So spanning cells, clear. So this is what we have to do. Fine. Then after this I have to close my head tag, clear, done. Now after that what I have to do, header I already given, fine, table border is already given. Now after the table row, here this one, what I will do, I will write here th, okay, what I have to do, th colspan, okay, fine, is equal to 4. What I have to write here now, time table, okay. Then I will close my this tag, okay. So here what is happening, so the web browser span the cell across the number of columns that you are going to specify, okay, fine. So let's see, save it, okay, refresh the browser. Oh, what it has done, timetable, it has spanned the timetable, okay, and it has shifted this, okay, because we have not given any heading to it, okay, no issues. So what we will do, wait, I'll remove this, okay. Okay, what is this, colspan, fine, I have done this, th tag is closed, okay. So you have seen here how it has merged the cells here, okay, how it has merged the cells, fine. So next is, but why it has shifted this now, I did not closed this, control S, refresh, yes, now you can see, okay, I have written there colspan 4. If I will write there 1 2 3 4 na, so if I will write there 5, so it will cover till 4 also. So let's do it and see the change here, 5, okay, control S, then refresh, now you can see, okay. So it is clear how many, whatever the column you will mention here, it will merge that one only, okay, that much number only. So for that we have to use colspan, okay. So if you have to span the cells across rows, okay, so what we will do, instead of writing here colspan, I will write here row, I will use row span, okay, is equal to how many rows I have here, 1 2 3 4 5, okay, fine, like this only. Let me save it and let me refresh. Now you can see it is also looking beautiful. Great. So this is how you can span the cell across the number of rows that you specified. Okay, now the beautiful thing, how to format the table, how to add the color, to a table. Okay, so let's see to make it more attractive. Fine. Yes, of course you can add the background color also. Okay, so what we will do, we will simply go back to our table here. Okay, then after tr1, after this I have to write here bg color, okay, is equal to double quotation hash. I'll write any code, if random code, okay, 4. Fine, then double quote, then close it. Okay, so done. Okay, let's see. Control S. What is the output? Refresh. It's not working. What is wrong? What is wrong here? Okay, fine. Fine, with the what we have to use, just a minute. Okay, okay, so let's see here. I have to use tr also, okay, along with this, don't forget. Okay, so tr means table row, whatever the row, this row I want to color. Okay, so I have to define over here. Okay, so let's see. I will save this and let me refresh the browser. Okay, the color is coming here. You can, instead of writing the code, you can write down, simply you can write down color name also. Okay, like I am writing here yellow. Okay, so let's see. You can see here. Okay, by writing this also, you can simply use the color name also, instead of writing the color code. Fine, now let's see here. Next is, what is next here? Okay, next thing that we will learn now, how to adjust the table size, height and width. Okay, how to adjust the height and width. Clear? So okay, so for that same way we have to give the, where we are writing the table border. Okay, there only we are going to mention width. Width is equal to, you can write here 600. Okay, fine, it's in pixels. Okay, 600. Fine, then I will write here height, that is equal to, what is height? 300, just suppose. Okay, yes, of course you can change. Control S, and here we will see the change. Yeah, great, it is looking good, huh? Fine, so the size, height and width is also, yes, you can change the numbers also here. See, instead of 600, 500 you can write here, 200 you can write. Fine, so web browser will display the table with the specified size. Whatever the size you will give, it will display that only. Now how to adjust the cell padding and spacing. Okay, see, padding is used to add the space between the border and the content of the cell. Fine, we can use spacing to increase the border size or distance between the cells. Okay, so padding and the spacing sizes, they are measured in pixels. So let's see how to use the cell padding and cell spacing. Okay, so you know, a cell spacing attribute adds pixel between the cells, and cell padding adds pixels within the cell border. It's a difference. Cell spacing attribute adds the pixel between cells, okay, and cell padding within a cell border. Okay, so let's see here only what we will do. Fine, after this only we will do this. Okay, I'll write here only cell padding. Okay, cell padding is equal to, just suppose I am giving it 10. You can change it according to your need. Cell spacing is equal to 10. Fine, I'm closing this tag. Clear. Control S, and let's check. Now you can see the space here between each cell, and it is looking good also. Okay, I hope it is you are understanding what I am trying to tell you. Okay, after GK, I have to close this. Fine. Okay, this is cell padding and cell spacing. Clear? So now how to change the cell contents? Okay, cell alignment means the, like you can see here, the alignment of the cell. Okay, it is by default it is left aligned. Okay, so how to do that also? So let's see. Okay, you can easily create your class timetable also with the help of this. So that's why I have taken this timetable, this example only. Fine. Okay, fine. So let's see here how to change the alignment. Fine. So like first row, I'll tell you about the first row only. Fine. This is my first row. Okay, TH, this is my heading. Fine, so I will start from here. Okay, this is my enter. Okay, then after that I will write here center. Okay, clear. And after that what I'll do, I have to mention here center data tag. Okay, so I have to mention here, suppose, okay, align, okay, is equal to center. Fine. So let's see what change is coming here. Okay, this first row becomes center aligned. Okay, so same thing you can do with the other rows also. Okay, you can simply write down. Okay, it will come in the center. Okay, I hope it is clear to you. Okay, yes, of course, align attribute controls horizontal alignment, left, center, right. By default it is left aligned, that I already told you. Okay, V align attribute controls the vertical alignment, that is top, middle and bottom. Fine. So by default table data is vertically aligned to appear in the middle of each cell. Clear? So you can, yes, of course, whatever the alignment you will specify, it will display your data according to that only. Okay, so next is how to create newspaper style columns. Okay, how to create newspaper type columns. So let's see that also. That is also amazing one thing. Okay, let me copy from here till here. Okay, control C. I will open the new file. Control V. Okay, I am just saving my time so that I don't have to write the whole information here at once. Okay, so I am writing here. So let's start again. I am writing here TR. Okay, then enter. I am writing TD, that is my data. V align. Now I am vertically aligning my data. Okay, clear? So V align is equal to top. You can see here I am giving the alignment width is equal to 300. Fine, clear. I will close this. Then after that I have to write down the data here. Okay, I have to take the data. Yes, of course. Let me search. There is one site for dummy. Yeah, logarithm. It gives us the dummy data, you know, this one. So what I'll do, I will simply copy it. Dummy n, this is dummy one. Okay, so I am writing here. Fine, control V. Okay. Oh my goodness, oh god. So I have to set. Fine. Okay, enter. Fine, enter. Great. Then again. Okay, so this is my first paragraph. I will close it. TD. Fine. Now next is, again I will write here TD. Okay, V align. Fine, again I will write down top. Width, okay, is equal to 300. Oh, I forgot to write down is equal to sign. Great. Okay, so again I need the dummy data over here. So I will again go back to browser and to take this data. Why do I use it? Let me use this. Control C. Okay, I will just paste. No problem. So let's press enter. Okay, fine. Let me just make it aligned here, because I don't like the data that is not aligned. Okay, done. This is done. Fine, I have to close this. TD. Okay, then again what I'll do, I'll make one more. That depends on you. Okay, how many you want the data, how many times. Okay, control C. I'm just showing you. You can do something else also. Okay, let me just type. Okay, this one only, this till here. Okay, the smallest one. Okay, same way, enter. Yes, we have to press enter. Great. Enter. Okay, my data is ready. Okay, done. Close TD tag. Close. Yes, of course. Which tag? You have to close the what? Table tag. Body tag. HTML tag. Done. Control S. Oh, okay, this is new file, so that's why it is asking me. No problem, I'll write here news. In news.html. all files I'll save. Okay, let me open my file, this one. Let's see. Oh, great. Okay, that depends on your data. Fine. So this is how you can create the newspaper style columns also here in the web page. Okay, fine. So that depends on you how many columns you want. Okay, I have used 3, so you can do it more. Fine. Clear? I hope it is clear to you. I have used here v-align tag. Okay, fine. I hope all these tags are clear to you. I have shown you, yes, of course, step by step. Okay, if any doubt is there, please write down in the comment section. Okay, I'll solve it. Okay, thank you. I hope the concept is clear to you regarding tables in web page. If you liked my video, kindly subscribe my channel, click on bell icon and like, comment and share with your friends. Your subscription gives me the motivation. Thank you.